Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at my ICS L86 LSW. The ICS L86 LSW is a one-to-one replica of the British Army L86 LSW light support weapon. It's a one-to-one scale of the rifle itself, and the build quality on this is absolutely fantastic. ICS has done a top-notch job in not only the detailing, the metal construction, the way it's made. It's a solid build, and it certainly does, if you've ever used the real one or held it, the real firearm itself, it does feel very much like the real thing. Very solid build. It's it's quite a heavy bit of kit, especially if you're not used to holding your bigger rifts or whatnot. So the rift itself does come with an adjustable hop-up, which you can fine-tune quite easily for your range and accuracy on the rift itself. But I've been quite lucky, and I've purchased one of English Kiwi's custom-made hop units. These guys are genius when you come to this. So what we've got inside, I don't know if you can pick it up very well on the camera, is a rotary style hop-up, and it's actually got numbers as well for that fine tuning. And he's done a fantastic job in making this. As you see, the bolt does lock back on this rifle. Unlike the L22 from G&G, this does not have blowback. It would have been a pretty cool feature, but as you can imagine, it probably wouldn't last long if you're firing this in full auto, with it predominantly being a support weapon. So the gun itself does come with, in the box, 2 high cap magazines, the winding wheel on the bottom, made from metal, solid. I think they hold about 450 rounds per magazine. They do the job. You do have that option of sticking a box or a drum mag on there if you so please, but this does more than the job for what you need it for. You can use it in semi as well, so that's quite ideal for those LMG gunners who are unfortunately have to stick fully armoured. This is, you can actually whack this onto semi, and for those scenarios where you're not allowed to use full auto. So what you do also have on the rifle is, just like the real one, like I say, it's one-to-one scale, is you do have the bipod, which folds away and locks into place here. What you do is just squeeze them together slightly, and what that'll do is just allow you to release them. These are adjustable as well for height, so they come in handy if you are in a stationary position. You just have that, rather than trying to balance and hold the weight, you do have the bipod there to support. What you do also have, just like on the real steel version, is a shoulder piece here. So what you do is you would lock that, you'd lock that in your shoulder. Again, not really much use for airsoft because you don't have the recoil of the rifle itself. And you also have this foregrip at the back, so you grip that into your shoulder like so, and you would be firing the rifle. So it just adds that bit of stability, but it's not really much use for airsoft, but it is a nice touch to have that, just like the real one. And again, for the bipod, you just collapse it down, and there's 2 little entry points there. You just put it in and it locks into place. It does move around, but it's not going to come out. With mine, I do use the SUSAT. The SUSAT actually originally came with the L22 from G&G, but I just preferred the ACOG on my L22 with the red dot. This, however, they are a pain in the backside, SUSAT scopes in airsoft, when trying to zero the rifle off. But ultimately it's not too bad with the support weapon, because you're not looking for pinpoint accuracy. You're looking to lay down the rounds to suppress the enemy. So it's not too bad with within that regards with using this. So batteries. The battery's actually housed at the front. ICS has actually come up with a real cool design on this. Well, the G&G SE80A2, not A1 model as well, that they brought out. You actually have to remove the handguard from the front. Now ICS has come up with a real cool, easier way to do this. So what you do is just open up the top. That reveals your fake gas block. But underneath, you have a little clip here. So you just pop that open, and that opens it up like this. That saves a lot of time. It's really good, well thought out. Now I have got this connected to Dean's at the moment. It did come with a mini Tamiya, but like we all know, Dean's is the way to go. Battery wise, I normally run, you know, I'll stick a 11-1 in there. The ICS trigger contacts are solid, like they ain't going to ruin anytime soon. So I've just got a couple of batteries, just so you can hear the fire rate and the noise of the rifle itself. So the first one is 1100 7420C. There's plenty of room in here to hold your batteries as well. So let's try this one first. Oops. There's no BBs in, so don't worry. Yeah, it doesn't sound too great on that one. Low powered 7.4. Let's go for something a bit more snappier. Right, show on the balance. Moving up with a bit more power, we have a 7.4. It's 2600, yeah, milliamp 7.4, and it is 25C. Yeah, 25C. So it should be a bit more snappier than the last battery. Yeah, instantly you can see the difference in that, or hear the difference in that rather. Yeah, full auto. I normally run mine with the 11.1, 1100, and it is 20C rated as well. So this will you'll notice the difference with this, or hopefully you will. So me. And full auto. It's a lot more snappier. Now, my personal opinion, the ICS don't sound great. They do not sound great at all. But you know, that's something that you can change yourself if that was something you know you wanted to do to your own personal rifle. While the LSW, it was supposed to replace the L7A2 GPMG, you know, but its shortcomings, they ended up reverting back to using the GPMG in the field, and they also reverted back to using the Mini-Me as well, which was designed to ultimately replace as well, but it just didn't happen. It was pretty much a failure in that regards. And I do believe the primary use of the L86 LSW shifted that of a sharpshooter roll, but that was scrapped with the introduction of the L116A1. Yeah, it was replaced again. I think it was by the most recent sharpshooter actually, which is pretty awesome. Sorry, it's not my camera thing here. Of the L129A1 sharpshooter rifle, and I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong here again, that it was taken or withdrawn out of service in 2019. So what do I think of it? It's unique. You know, you don't see many of them in the airsoft field. It don't, you know, catches the eye, and people usually, oh, the SE80. It's not an SE80. It doesn't look like the SE80. You know, this for anyone who knows, you know, the rifles themselves, it pretty much gives it away. You know, it's unique. It's not a 249. You know, so if you're having that support roll, it's something different. Yeah, I like it. You know, it's not the greatest riff out there, but it's solid. It's made it proper solidly. They've done a really cracking job with this ICS. Upgrade wise, I've changed the inner barrel. I think I put the LCT 610mm barrel in it. It's also had an upgraded mortar, and obviously I put the English Kiwi hop unit in there, good man, as well as a maple leaf bucking, I think, and nub. Tell a lie, English Kiwi actually made some nubs as well, 2 different types of nubs that go with this hop unit. Put the maple leaf bucking in and use one of his nubs in there, and it works flawlessly. Other than that, change it to Dean's. I haven't put a MOSFET or anything in there. You know, you have the option to do that if you want to. I just haven't bothered doing it. Might be something I do further down the line if I twinkle with it a bit more, or just leave it as is. You know, it's not something I use predominantly. It is a certain riff that you would use in a certain type of role in your squad that you play with. Whereas my man Call Sign Factory is usually our LMG gunner. Does a cracking job with his LMG, just lays down fire. Top man. So, you know, I'll either run an assault rifle of some sort. I've got a few different ones, which some other videos will have a run through with my other riffs that I have got. So that's my LSW. Just wanted to show you another one of my rifles in my collection. Thanks for watching, and it'd be nice if you could drop a like down on the video. That'd be great. It'd really help the channel grow with the old YouTube algorithms or whatever it is, and subscribe to the channel if you do wish. That'd be awesome. But yeah, thanks very much. See you in the next video. And just remember, guys, any merch that you do need, hit up David at @Hawk Clothing for any custom patches you might want. Any caps, jumpers, anything you think of, chuck it at him, chuck your ideas at him, and I'm sure he'll hook you up. Sound bloke, proper reasonable priced. Can't recommend it enough. Cheers.